Call of Duty Ghost, Battlefield 4, Killzone Shadowfall, and last but not least, Titanfall. Next gen first person shooters that are gonna be absolutely great, spectacular, 100 hours of gameplay a week. But how does one simply choose between these? You don't. You get all four.
Darius.
Ooh, that man.
Shut up, clock in and load up.
If you miss it the first time, well, let me repeat it. Call of Duty Ghost, Battlefield 4, Killzone Shadowfall, and last but not least, Titanfall. 2 games that end with fall. Next gen first person shooters, I can't wait to get my hands on. Dad, did you say Killzone Shadowfall and Titanfall? Does that mean you're gonna be getting an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4? Who knows? I don't know yet. Both of those shooters look really great, but I haven't seen any multiplayer yet from Killzone Shadowfall. I'm hoping to see some of that next week at Gamescom. And if it impresses, I will get it. I still need to see some more from Titanfall. All I seen was a little bit of the multiplayer. But I don't know about you guys, but sometimes after you play the multiplayer for a really long time, you actually want to go back and play the story to see what the story was all about. See what the story was in the game. I know I do. I like doing that. And did you guys just see that? Migration of host. If none of the new games have that in them, it's gonna be really great. I don't want any migration host in my games, not even in Call of Duty Ghost. Not in none of them. And Titanfall is created by the original makers of Call of Duty, so they could probably do that peer-to-peer connection thing also. But I'm hoping that they don't. I'm really hoping that they don't. We need dedicated servers, but we're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna get into these first-person shooters, expectations, and what do we want to see from them. I know my expectations are really high, especially because I'm talking about gaming on a PS4 mainly. That's gonna be my first console, no matter what. The PS4, even if Killzone Shadowfall the multiplayer doesn't excite me, the PlayStation 4 is still gonna be my first console, no matter what. But Darius P, not gonna be able to get that Call of Duty DLC or that Battlefield 4 DLC first. I guess I'm gonna just have to wait. Cause DLC, even though I really like DLC, if you only get the game because of DLC, then that means the game wasn't really good in the first place. And after seeing the reveal, yes, while I'm making this video, I've already seen the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Ghost. And after seeing that reveal, I don't think that DLC is. I think DLC is gonna be good, but I don't think if I don't have DLC in that month prior to when the PlayStation 4 gets it, I don't think that I'm gonna be really heartbroken. But what I do want to see, I want to see more competitiveness. I want to see competitive game types cranked. I'm not gonna talk about Call of Duty Ghost. That's another video. Call of Duty Ghost is gonna have a whole video by itself, and you guys do not want to miss that one. But next gen consoles, we want to see maps, dynamic maps everywhere. I want to see all type of. I can't explain even though I'm gonna try to. I can't explain. This is what I don't want to see. Even though what I'm doing right now, camping with a target finder. That's just terror therapy. But I picked it up. I picked it up and it's in the game. So why not use it? But these are next gen shooters. What can we really expect? on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One, we want these games to be spotless. We want the graphics to be perfect. But even more important than graphics, we want the gameplay. We want smooth transitions. I want the next gen consoles, first person shooters, even third person shooters. You know, well, Splinter Cell is not coming out on next generations, but the Division, another first person shooter. You got Destiny, the next Halo game, Halo 5 maybe. That is a game that I lost interest after the second one. The first one was great, the second one was good, the third one was complete utter garbage. So I definitely won't look at me getting stuck by this guy with this crossbow. So I definitely won't be getting Battlefield 4. But let me think of some stuff. What do I want to see in these next gen as I fall to my death? That's something I don't want to see. Soldiers. Soldiers can fall that far. My blood should not be taken down just because I feel that far. And one thing, all games should have the ability to look at this guy just standing right here. Look at this guy that's standing right there. Let's talk matchmaking. Since that guy was clearly should not have been in the game with me. Let's talk matchmaking and get rid of that camping. Let's talk matchmaking. I only want to be in the game. Okay, let's say this. Sometimes you want to own some noobs. Let's get this straight. What happens is when the noobs are on my team. That's what nobody likes playing with noobs, but everybody likes playing against noobs. So how about let's balance the game? If we in the game, right, and let's say I go 25-1 on my team, and we're playing team deathmatch, team deathmatch. If I go 25-1 on my team, and the guy on the other team goes 25-1, and everybody else that's in the lobby just goes me to ochre, don't put us on the same team. Next gen first person shooters don't do that. DLC. Lots and lots of DLC. More maps, more guns, more customization, more player customization, living worlds. Now what I'm about to say right now, I'm just thinking of it as I'm recording, as I'm talking. How about weather? Let's talk about weather. What if in the game all of a sudden it starts to rain and a storm comes down, or all of a sudden a snowstorm starts to come down, or a sandstorm? How about, well, we can't say a tornado because that would just kill everybody. But a storm comes while we're playing the game. A thunderstorm, lightning, it's just everywhere. It would just make the players lose traction a little bit when they're going around corners. All that type of stuff is good for the game, and they can do this on next gen consoles. If the racing games can do it, I'm sure that, especially Call of Duty or Activision and EA with all that money that they've got, I'm sure they can do. Wristband is a new game. I don't know if they're gonna try to put all that stuff in the game. They probably just want to make a good first-person shooter multiplayer experience. Killzone has been in the business for a minute. They can do it. So that's what I want to see. I want to see weather affect the gameplay in next-gen first-person shooters.